Shabbos, Chevra, get ready, get ready. By the way, to see you guys, you took my energy level from here to here. Mamash is infinite right now. Tefillah b'shem kol Yisrael. For all the people that need a refuah, physically, mentally, spiritually, specifically, Pesach Reuven ben Yosef Asar, Bracha Bas Yehudis, Miriam Dodi Bas Chanu Yocheved, Yona Bas Basia, and from one end of the world to the other, every single person. Every single person. Consider my fulfillment of the mitzvah as if I carried it out in all its details and fine points and intentions, together with all the 613 mitzvahs that are bound up with it. We're talking about lighting the menorah. Let the light of the holiness of our mitzvahs shine before you in all the worlds. Bezrat Hashem. Tzila b'shem kol Yisrael. A quick halacha on Chanukah. Initially, people would light their Nero Chanukah outside. The Gemara says that Nero Chanukah are lit at the front entrance to your property, with the mezuzah to the right of the door facing the house, and the Nero Chanukah to its left. Then there came a period, still during the time of the Gemara, when the Jews were banned from kindling Nero's Chanukah outside, and so due to the danger, people let them on tables inside their homes. In other words, the Persume Nisa shifted from publicizing the Chanukah miracle for passerby to primarily publicizing the miracle for the members of one's own household. So Bezrat Hashem, this can be found in Shulchan Aruch. So now Jacob Wislasky knows the source. And now we're going back into it. We're continuing talking about Chanukah, 25 days Chavra. It's here. I mamash feel it. I was in class today. I look outside around 5 o'clock and it was pitch dark. At first I was like, oh, oy vey, it's dark. But it was so light. It was so light. Sort of like what we spoke about last couple of nights with the shining faces. Someone's face can be dark face, but if you really look deep, it's so shining. So we are not permitted to use the Chanukah lights, only to look at them. This is halacha, Chavra. So Rav Nachman says that everything that happened with the spies is being fixed by the candles. How is it that we lost Israel? Why do we still have so much trouble with the Holy Land? When the spies came back to the land, they said this. Chavra, you ready for this? This is mamash, the deepest thing in the world. Yes, Israel is cute and sweet. You know, it's beautiful, but they gave the but. Tamara's loving it. They gave the but. They can't give the but. And sadly enough, we still walk around like that. We still walk around like the spies saying, but. People are beautiful, but. Life is great, but. How's your day, but. Everything but. Everything but. Cover. So Rav Nachman says when you see the light of Chanukah, it's the fixing. It's the rectification of the spies, because the light of those holy candles teach us how to look at everything in the world. Literally to look at the world like it's the Holy Land, with our own eyes. We have the ability to rectify what the spies did and how they gave the report back to the Chevra. Israel is infinite. Jacob Kislassi is infinite. With no but. He's shining. Mom is shining. So Chevra, we have to share a story here. Everyone's wondering, okay, what's the deal with this? How does it relate to me? How can I be on this level of shining and see infinite? So one time, Baruch of Mezhebush went out to Zichamar, and the entire Jewish community was waiting for him. They were all sitting on the right side of the street, and on the left side, there was one Jew sitting there all alone. Rav Baruch of Mezheba says to the horse driver, do me a favor. I want to see this Yid on the left side. I've never seen him before. So we have all the Jews on the right side, and there's just one little Jew on the left, literally by himself. And Rav Baruch chooses to go out of his way to be with this Yid. So Rav Baruch goes up to him and asks, do you have children? And the Yid answers, I have one daughter of 14. The Rebbe says, well, I have a son of 15. Let's make a shidduch. They take a piece of paper, write Tanaim, and say Mazel Tov. Zeu. Rav Baruch comes back to the horse driver and says, wish me Mazel Tov, guys, wish me Mazel Tov. My son is engaged to the daughter. Guys, how crazy. It was literally, you have a daughter? Yeah, I have a daughter. I have a son. Done. Mazel Tov. They took Rav Baruch aside and said, Rebbe, that fellow is the biggest nebuch in the city. In those days in the ghetto, when a Jew did something terrible, guys, this is terrible. They would tie him to a wagon and drag him around the city, and everybody would throw mud at him and call him dirty names. Just a few years ago, he did something terrible, and we dragged him around the city. Your son can't marry into his family of such a person. Not allowed. This person is a dirty Jew. Rav Baruch says, I'll tell you something. I don't care about what you are saying. I have a good nose, and I know this Yid is the holiest of the holies. So Rav Baruch was there for a few days. And as he was leaving the city, he went to the wife of the Heilige Or HaMeir, the Rebbe of Zichamir, or Zichamir. Zichamir was the little town that he was visiting, who had just passed away. The Rebbe of that community passed away. He went to the Rebbetzin. And the Rebbetzin said to him, Mazel Tov, I heard your son got engaged to the daughter of this dirty Jew, or of this Yid. It didn't say dirty Jew, it just says Yid here. Let me tell you something. A few years ago, when my husband was still alive and they were dragging this Yid around the city, my husband standing by the window, and he called me over. And he said to me, you see this Jew? You see this Jew, Rebbetzin? He's covering up for someone else. He's taking all the shame to cover up for someone else. This will be the test. One day a big tzaddik will come and his son will marry his daughter. Gewalt, what do we know about people, Chavra? We know so little. If only we looked at the world with Chanukah eyes. End of story. Chavra, Rav Baruch HaMezhebush had the eyes of Chanukah, unlike the Meraglim, the spies. Through the teachings from Rav Nachman saying that Chanukah is the Tikkun for the spies. And through listening and learning from the story of Rav Baruch HaMezhebush, maybe we be zocheh to look at that one Jew who's outside the circle, who's on the left side of the street, and say, you are shining. You have a shining face. You have a tree of life inside of you. May we all be zocheh. Chanukah is coming up. The time is now. The time is now. Every second's a new second. Now I'm going on a tangent. Stop me. Every second's a new tangent. A new second, new life. Right now, we are starting new. It's a new tangent. What does that even mean? However, questions, comments, please feel free. I'll get the strumming going.
This has nothing to do with anything, but I'm actually guarding right now in Herzliya.
Oh, Tamar in Herzliya. No wonder the air felt different. Gewalt. I was wondering. Beautiful. Just guarding the beaches, Chavra. Any other questions, comments, please feel free. Adam, Arishon, Leora, Jacob.
I'm just excited to see you, Jack. That's all.
Wow, I'm excited to see you too. Shinder, indescribable. Leora. Mashiach. Mashiach now. That's what Leora wanted to say. But everyone should be healthy, happy, and successful. You know, I'm not even going to say wherever you are because we're all on our way to Israel. We're all Baderach. We're all coming here. We're all coming here. So, Chaver, we should all be healthy, happy, and successful. And really just look at Tamar for inspiration. Literally, guarding everywhere in the land of Israel. Just seeing how infinite it is and how beautiful it is and leaving it at that. Chaver, be well.
Thanks, Jack.